Hey, Daniel Barth here. I want to talk a little bit about a subject that's really near and dear to my heart, and I want to just say, pardon the cheesy backdrop here. I'm not able to record this in the studio I normally record in, so we're making do with what we can here. But I want to talk about funding missions in your ministry online, and this is kind of a new paradigm. And the Lord started carrying me through this understanding and this way of funding ministry um, several years ago, and I got excited about it and saw the potential of it, and it gave me a really big heart for helping other people do the same thing. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. So I'm just going to share a little bit from my experience. But my wife and I both are graduates from Bible college. We went to Columbia International University, got an awesome education, and shortly after that, while I had a pastoral call on my life, and I knew that I was called to be a pastor, the Lord started specifically letting me know that He was calling me to church planting, and I got excited about that, and was uh, doing ministry. I was a youth pastor for 3 years, and also was working a grocery store job full time. It was usually 6 days a week that I would work that. And the Lord finally told us where He wanted us to go for that next step, for that church plant. And His plan was really great, because His plan was for us to be self-funded, okay, and not self-funded through a regular job, which in my case, I believe, and I know some people are called to be bivocational and have traditional jobs, but He made it very clear to us that He wanted us to start a business online, and that there's a lot of really great kingdom funding that's online. And in doing my research, I realized how huge it is earning money online, and I knew that that was the direction that we wanted to go. And so we moved to the area that we're planning this church here in North Carolina, and it's been awesome because we have been self-funded, okay, and that's really, really amazing. Now, I mean, we've gotten a couple donations here or there. All of them were unsolicited, but on the whole, okay, we have been completely self-funded, our ministry, and that's phenomenal, because we want to continue um, to leverage the internet and the internet business to bring a lot of funds into the kingdom, not just our ministry, but I would even love to not just support my ministry, but other people as we multiply churches and as we plant churches in whatever ministry context you're in, whether you're in traditional missions or church planting here in the United States, or whatever you're doing, or just any sort of role. Okay, you fill in the blank, pastor of a church, or music minister, or whatever context you're in. I want to just share with you and ask you to open up your heart to the possibility of raising your funds online through an internet business. And that's exactly what we've done, and it has been so phenomenal for the kingdom of God and for the gospel. We've been able to have a lot of doors open for praying for people from around the world, sharing the gospel. So we've even used the business itself to present the gospel, and it's also freed us up with time and resources and everything for ministering in our area. And it's amazing. And one day I hope to fund a lot of other church plants, and also sponsor and pay people to join different teams, so that I can, even financially sponsor people, and just getting to that place in the kingdom where we're partnering with the Lord, where resources aren't an issue. And what I love so much is that it's freed up those funds so that we don't ever have to be paid by our church plant. Okay, and that's really big. I mean, that's not I know not everyone's called to that, okay, but that's something that was really near and dear to the heart of Paul. Paul even talked about how, I could have asked for contributions from you, and I could have done this and I could have done that, but he worked hard and um, brought in income that was outside of the church to use it for the sake of the gospel, for the sake of the kingdom, for the advancement of the gospel. And that's amazing to me because that frees that money up for other things. And I want to just invite you to click the link below. You can learn more about myself and my family and my ministry. If you've got prayer requests or anything, comment on that and talk to me. I would love to pray for you. If you've had issues funding, I want to talk to you, okay? And I hope to be an encouragement in this video and just say, listen, there's a lot of really great ways you can raise funding online. And while some people feel called to travel all over the place and ask churches for money and do that, I'm not dogging on that at all. And I think that's a calling some people have, and that's important because teaming up with the mission of God and the kingdom of God is priceless, and it's more blessed to give than to receive. That's great stuff. That's amazing stuff. But I think there are other people that they might be called to earn some income through ways that allow for mobility, freedom of time, and freedom of finances, so that that will be able to impact more people, will bring some funds into the kingdom, because most of the people who do internet business, they are funding their lifestyles selfishly. They're feeding selfish ambitions. There's a lot of greed. There's a lot of people just trying to accomplish their own fleshly dreams. And that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about bringing yourself up so you have more time with your family, so that you can raise funds for the kingdom, and so that you can be free to do what God calls you to. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you on the link below, and contact me. Let me know if I can be an encouragement at all. Thanks for watching.